Conspiracy Friday. This is episode 14, 15. This is episode 15 of multit0mt0m is an idiot. Here we have. You mean attempt to debunk? Because we all know how good for others are debunking.
The spinning basketball Earth in the vacuum of space is scientifically impossible.
You mean pseudo-scientifically impossible because all of science agrees that the Earth is round. You need to remember, like, humanity is advancing rapidly, and there are still people who cannot agree on the shape of the Earth. It's also like flat Earth is kind of narcissistic, isn't it? Because like flat Earthers are just saying, "Oh, we're superior to you in knowledge." Yeah, kind of narcissistic. Also, that's why most flat Earthers are mean.
The globe has been debunked 1,000 times over.
No, you mean flat Earth. Although you would want to put like 1,000,000 times over. No matter how many times we've debunked flat Earth, there's still people like you around saying, "Oh, the Earth is flat," and then sometimes you debunk yourselves.
But humanity is still in love with outer space. Flat Earthers, that special breed of people who use logic, reasoning.
What university you live in where flat Earthers use logic and reasoning? It's Newton's fifth law. Flat Earthers cannot use logic and reasoning. Whether that's a joke. No, they don't. Some flat earthers don't even know what refraction even means.
And common sense to explain this world.
Damn, multit0mt0m is on some stuff, you know what I'm saying? He's saying flat earthers use logic and reasoning, common sense. They don't use any of those.
World we live in has now debunked the radius of the Earth.
Hasn't debunked anything about the Earth. And you're gonna attempt to debunk the radius, but you're gonna fail.
Actually, the radius of the Earth should have been debunked a very long time ago when the first telescope was invented. That darling of the heliocentric model, Sir Isaac Newton, had a telescope. Instead of looking up at pretty lights in the sky, all he had to do was point the telescope horizontally, then set up distance markers, and he would have found that the Earth was not actually curving. And as a mathematician, he would have been able to work out that the radius of 3.
But you must know, even when you go to a telescope, even when you use a telescope, at some point, you are not going to see like things. You'll see things dipping below curvature. Okay, on flat Earth, if you're further away, it would get smaller, but it would shrink. The thing you're looking at, not go below, not disappear from the bottom. Also, do I need to remind you of like the first experience of that Netflix show, and they used like a camera instead of a telescope to see through holes, and they failed. They didn't use a telescope. The result would have been the same with the telescope, but it's just going to be more difficult. I mean, no, this is okay. I'm just rambling on. Anyway, multit0mt0m, continue your stupidity.
1,963 miles was in fact incorrect. The circumference and the radius have direct relation to each other. If you know the value of one, then you will be able to work out the value of the other.
Oh, flat earthers with math, this is gonna get good.
In this example here, I punched in 24,901 and it yielded the result 3963.1, which is the radius. This is from the website calculators.io, and in the section entitled How Far Can You See Earth Curvature, they give you a formula, and it says where A refers to the distance to the horizon, H refers to the level of your eyesight, R refers to the radius of the Earth, which is 3963 miles. This is the website theglobeterminator.com, which is the
Website made by Quantum Eraser. Oh yeah, that guy. Oh yeah, that. I think he is like famous for misunderstanding a lot of things. He's also famous for his long, painful live streams full of stupidity.
website of Quantum Eraser. This is a still shot taken from a
Oh my, you guys are still using this. There's so much refraction. So much reflection. Look at it. It's like the oil tankers literally look like that they're growing hair. There's obvious refraction in there. Oh, I just became Dr. Seuss for a second. There's so much refraction. Plus, like the second one is slightly dipping below the curvature. Well, no, never mind. That's just refraction. But still, my point still stands. It's so much refraction. Bye-bye, ball. No, you didn't prove anything.
video by YouTuber BMLSB69. He was standing on the beach at Santa Barbara, California. Then he set up his camera at the on the waterline, just 1 foot above sea level. Now, as you can see, there are two oil rigs in the picture. The first one closer to us is Platform Hill House at 6.2 miles, and further away Platform Habitat, which is 9.4 miles away. And if you look closely, and if you are intellectually honest, then you must admit that the horizon is behind Platform Habitat at 9.4 miles. So we can safely assume that the horizon
We could safely assume that there's a lot of refraction here.
is at least 10 miles away. But of course, it could be further than that. So according to the math, at just 1 foot observer height, the physical geometric horizon must be no more than 1.2 miles away. But we can see up to 10 miles.
Again, refraction. Also, the person who took a picture of it, if he was a flat earther, I'm not sure who took the picture, but like, if it was a flat earther, might have lied about the height. May not even have told the height, and you flat earthers put it there.
All spherical objects must have a physical geometric horizon. It's the point where the land
Yes, and they do.
falls away from you, and
And it does.
anything after that point must be hidden. Whether it's a spinning globe, a basketball, or an oblate spheroid.
Oh my god, not this again. It's slightly. It's not a big change. like whatever that is. Slightly. It's slightly an oblate spheroid.
All long-distance observations debunk the radius of the Earth.
No, they don't. They in fact prove it, because on a flat Earth, if you go further away, it would shrink. Whatever you're looking at, when the more you go further away, not dip below the horizon. I think platform have the slightly dipping below.
It's as plain and simple as that.
Yes, in the nation.
Bye-bye, ball!
Please refrain from using that phrase again. Okay, that's gonna be it for today, guys. If I hope you enjoyed. Check out the other stuff we do this week as and goodbye.